Hello, my name is Taylor Coombs and I will be talking about urine production, particularly in the nephron here where urine is made, and it's made from blood. So we will get started here. So this is a nephron. You can see like how it's gonna go here, its path, and these are blood capillaries. The afferent arterial, is where it enters, and then it goes to the glomerulus. And these little loopy ones there, those are glomerular capillaries. That's where the filtration is going to happen, which that is our first step in urine production, is filtration. And then it will actually go out the efferent arteriole towards the vasa recta. I do have a good visual here for you, so you can kind of see just throughout the capillaries break off. These are actually called peritubular capillaries because they are next to the tubulars of the nephron. So you can see how that just helps it, it goes along with it. Okay, so after the blood filters through the glomerulus and goes through the Bowman's capsule, it is actually called filtrate at that point. And then it goes through the proximal convoluted tubule. At this point, the second and third parts of urine production is reabsorption and secretion, and that happens throughout this whole process. So in the proximal convoluted tubule, reabsorption, which means the substances go back into the blood. For this part, it would be sodium chloride, potassium, glucose, amino acids, urea, bicarbonate, and water, and it absorbs 2/3 of that filtrate in this area here. Now there also at the same time is some secretion that is happening, which means that from the blood capillaries there's also stuff being moved into the tubule. So that would be creatine, any drugs if those are in the system, or vitamins, hydrogen ions, which does play a role in the pH balance as well. Okay, so continuing on to the descending loop of Henle. Actually, this whole part here is the loop of Henle or the nephron loop. Either way is the same thing. But the first part of it is the descending loop of Henle, and that will reabsorb back into the capillary water through aquaporin channels. And then also the ascending loop of Henle, so on its way back up, will reabsorb sodium chloride, and that is done by diffusion and then active transport as you get higher up. All right, if we continue on, the distal convoluted tubule here in the blue, that is where we will see reabsorption of, again, sodium chloride, potassium, calcium, magnesium, and bicarbonate, and then secretion of hydrogen ions, potassium, and ammonium. And the potassium and sodium chloride, that's actually done through an active transport pump. And then it will continue on down to the collecting duct. At this point, there is no more secretion happening, but it will reabsorb sodium chloride and urea and water. And that's a big part of that last step, which is conservation, just overall getting as much water as possible to hydrate the body. So reabsorbing into the body. And then once it comes out, it'll be urine, and it'll fill into the minor calyx and the major calyx.